What's up, fellas? What's up, my red pill brothers? Men first. God damn it. I hope you guys are putting yourself first. And I want to do a quick video. I've been doing some thinking and I want to touch on something that I don't think too many people touch on. And the example I'm going to give here is a lot of times, and I've mentioned this in prior videos, I find myself watching more Animal Kingdom documentaries more than all these little bullshit ass shows because unfortunately these hunter gatherers they just sicken me. They make me sick. Most of them are fucked up. This society, I mean, call it a day. There's little pushback, but it's too many of these hunter gatherers, man, that it is just really fucked up. And the documentaries I watch, one of the most annoying, one of the most worthless out of all the animal species that I've looked at was these fucking hyenas, right? Hyenas, the matriarchal hyena. And one of the things about the hyena that disgusts me is a hyena is as a tribe, they're nothing but fucking scavengers. They don't hunt. They don't hunt at all. They're worthless. They're pesky. Sound familiar? They serve no purpose. If you think, they serve no purpose there. They serve any at all. All they do is just reproduce with the queen as the leader. Sound familiar? Their livelihood is dependent on others to be successful. So what these tribes would do is they love to follow especially lions because the lions do all the hunting, other animals do all the hunting, and what they do is they hope to just scavenge or take the meal from them because they can't do none of these things themselves. And another thing is they use the males as cannon fodder. Does that sound familiar? Does it sound familiar? And that's the thing that disgusts me with this animal and the way that they conduct themselves among the wild. So I know you asked, what does this have to do with it's going into the human element? Is that I think that there's something that could be drawn up here. And we could go and we could steer this microscope towards these fucking single mothers. Single mothers, the single mother clan, the single mother tribe that consists of her sons also is that of the same clan as the fucking hyenas. And those things, if you look at the list that I said above, if you think about it, it translates into the same thing with these single mothers and the sons and the daughters that they raise. And I'm not comparing them as directly to the animal, but I'm talking about the socializing that they do as far as the same as this hyena animal that I want to speak of. Now, I'm going to give an example of what I mean by this. And, one more thing. It is very sickening to watch the way some of these men behave to defend this hyena. These male hyenas, the way that they act to defend this queen hyena, it is very, very sickening. And in their mind, they think that they're doing something great. They're doing something very noble, but at the end of the day, they're making themselves look like a fucking fool, and they're nothing but cannon fodder to the matriarchy. All right? Here's the God honest truth, and I strongly believe this. I believe a lot of men in the manosphere, including myself, probably care more about men, about you, than your own fucking mothers. Just really think about it. Even the mother who acts like she cares about you so much, ask yourself this. How deep, how caring is this? Is this really a setup for something maybe later on in her life? Like, in other words, is this unconditional? Like, I just care about you just because that you're my son. And to me, the answer is fuck no. That is not the freaking case. I'll give you an example. Why would a mother, knowing that the reason why she selected your father was totally opposite about the advice that she's trying to give you when you go out there in the dating world to deal with women? Why? Is because her mind is focused on the hyena tribe. Boys are nothing but future hyena clans members for this tribe. And I'm gonna give you another prime example of this. Okay, let's just use child support. Everybody wants to talk about child support, how women are trying to use men for money for the kid, and all of those things. I do agree. Of course, using men for provision, I understand that this is what women do. Sometimes they get down, dirty, and evil about it. But I want you to really think about something. Yes, she gets the child support. Why the fuck, even after she gets the money, would she still have a problem with the father being in the kid's life, whether male or female? Why? The money's coming. She can get the money. They've already court ordered her. Listen, every month you send her what I call backdoor alimony checks to her for the kid. Let's say you get all of that out of the way. Sure, health insurance, all out of the way. Why won't she let you still have access to your kid? Because of the point that she's indoctrinated into the hyena tribe. That's really all it is. And I wish we need to talk more about this because yes, the money is the main issue here, but what we need to talk about is this hyena doctrine that they're doing. Think about this. They will do anything, and I believe this is a subconscious thing with women that they're not talking about. They're all in code on this. The point is they understand physically they have no power, they have no brute force, they cannot push on anything. They know that the power, just like the hyena, is in numbers, is in membership. And what happens is they have no problem with indoctrinating their daughters and especially their sons, because the sons are going to eventually, especially as teenagers, grow up, and those could be the buffers, the cannon fodder that they could put out in front. We see it all the time, how these single mothers use their sons to go out there and commit stupid shit to protect her, while he goes and he takes the whole, responsibility of the crime, while she sits home in her bed and be the fucking queen that she is. And we need to talk more about this because it's a crime fucking shame, especially the disgust that I see with a lot of these men. Like, just the point of a mother, a female, anything that she fucking says, whether in the news or in the media, and there's any pushback, you see it in comment sections and you see it out there in the open. What happens is you have these male hyena members, regardless of anything. They don't need facts, they don't need any evidence or anything, quick to defend the queen, to actually be cannon fodder for her. And guys, we gotta open our eyes and see that, this is just fucking ridiculous. Let's be honest with ourselves. Most of us, myself included, thank goodness that I had male figures around me that I could have easily, I told you I have brothers also that did not have what I had, and they have become volcanic ash to this matriarchy. We have to really just, I did a video on this before about dumping the hard drive. If you are raised and reared by a woman, you have to understand, get the emotions to the side, put all that shit in the trash. You have to understand that you were recruited as a member for the hyena tribe. She socialized you to be this way. I will give you a few examples of male behaviors that, we see this all the time. The jail population. If you look at the inmates and you look at the majority of the reasons that a lot of these inmates are in these correctional institutions, a lot of it has to do with trying to impress, protect this fucking female hyena. That's it. If you wipe away those two things, you'll wipe away most of the prison population. Look at the way a lot of these men behaviors are. Like, all right, even the staring. Guys, a lot of you guys are sitting there staring at other men, and which I find rude. If there's something that you see or something you want to say to another male, even if it's a stranger, just go up there and you say it. Don't sit there and stare at the guy. That's what women do. If you think about it, when a woman is intrigued, interested, or trying to, get whatever favor out of you, they tend to sit and stare, kind of size the guy up and see what it is. And if you notice, a lot of these behaviors are within a lot of men now because they were raised and reared by this female hyena. And another thing is, not able to conflict resolve at all. Everything has to be a fucking argument. Listen, you make your point, he makes his point. If you guys come to the point where you agree, you shake hands and you take it from there. But even if you don't, there's nothing wrong with, okay, you have your way, I have mine. Just like with YouTube channels, you have some guys, look, I've let you guys understand how I feel about dating coaches and the pickup game. I understand that, but I may disagree with a lot of the things they do, but I just leave it at that. I just give my opinions about it and I leave it alone. I don't have any major problem with the community at all. But you see a lot of these things play out with a lot of these guys that are raised and reared by this female hyena. And this is the main thing, behavior. And guys, a lot of men now, as of now, well, honestly, for the past 40, 50 years since, this shift has started, a lot of guys, they look at other men through the lens of their mother. What I mean by, you could see another guy as a stranger, but the lens that he looks at, you could tell just the way the behavior is towards this guy. I don't like him. I don't trust him. I don't give a fuck about him. He's not worth a shit. You don't even know the guy. I've seen guys interact like this, because I'm a very, very, avid people watcher, and I watch the way, men kind of interact with each other. As far as, these are complete strangers. And the sad part is, I understand what he's doing is he's seeing other men through the lenses of his mother, through that female hyena. She has told him all his life, his dad, everybody is not shit when it comes to these men. In the black community, niggas ain't shit. We've all heard this. And you can see this play out in society with guys being this way. And I'm just really trying to hit this home, especially with guys. I know sometimes we have an ego and we don't want to admit that a lot of our behaviors have been shaped and formed by this female hyena. She wanted us to be a member of the hyena clan. In other words, as they try to push more gynocentric, laws, make a whole society built around women. Think about this. How do you think we get to the point where everybody wants to talk about, yes, women are the bigger spenders, so commercials have to be geared towards them? Well, if men have all the money, how do they still feel that they can still promote to women and have faith that these women are going to get access to these men's money to go out there and be 80% of consumers? Why? Is because of they understand that most of these men have been socialized and brainwashed into hyena male thinking. And I will conclude with this, guys. One thing about most of the videos that I make, I do come with solutions on the back end. And the solution is this. First, let's be honest with ourselves. If you were raised and reared by your mother, you have to understand, I don't care how manly you look, how many tattoos you have, how much weight you lift. I'm talking socializing. We have to understand that though we have picked up those things, and those things need to be corrected. You check out my earlier videos. I told you I had to do a major years ago hard drive dump, and I built myself up from the way that I think, the way that I see the world. Everything is totally different from the raising and rearing that I've had. I dumped that shit long time ago. And the second thing is to adopt a rogue male type of life. You guys look it up, see what the definition is, and just adopt that type of way of life. Because if the females are hyena minded and they're looking for male hyenas, maybe it's time for you to focus on trying to be a lion or a tiger or a big cat, rogue male, and do it that way. I just wanted to, this has been weighing on me because I mean, it's just freaking ridiculous. You guys are looking at these videos and you're seeing a lot of this stuff that's going on out here. And at the end of the day, it sickens me. I know women are going to be stupid. They're going to do, it still doesn't excuse them, but it saddens me when I see a lot of these male hyenas behaving the way that they are, acting the way that they are. It's just fucking disgusting, and it makes me disgusted to even be around like the modern day hunter gatherer. I don't even want nothing to do with them. Even the guys. I mean, you guys are out there. How many times do you actually go to a place and there's a large amount of guys there, and look at their thinking, man, and you have to really just contain your thoughts or whatever because you know that these guys are fucking brainwashed, you know. So you guys take care. More videos to come. I'm going to do. I finally finished my gym. It's a small room gym. I'm going to share it with you guys for those who, I just got tired of the gym membership thing. Stupid, yoga pants, wearing thoughts, holding up machines. I got sick of it. I didn't want to be around it anymore, so I decided to build my own. I will have that video coming soon. You guys take care. And remember, keep yourself first. I'm out.